Break your addictions, 5 Stoic advice. The battle we all share. Imagine yourself trapped in an invisible cycle. Every day, you promise yourself that you will change, that you will break habits that erode your life, but the moment temptation appears, everything feels impossible. Maybe it's procrastination, maybe it's excessive technology use, maybe some addiction you've carried for years. This is the stage of the inner battle that we all face, even if no one talks about it. What binds us is not only the habits themselves but the illusion that we are powerless against them. Stoic philosophers teach us something profound: freedom is not the absence of desires, but mastery over them. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived in turbulent times but found in reason and discipline a powerful weapon against the impulses that enslave us. Today, you will discover how to apply the same principles to break cycles of addiction in your own life. Prepare to look inward and understand that change is not only possible, but inevitable, when you commit to the truth about yourself. First advice: recognize the invisible prison. The first step to overcoming any addiction is to realize that it exists. But beware, it's not the addiction that is visible that binds us the most. Often, the true prison is invisible, subtle, silent. Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Close your eyes now and think about the habits that consume your hours without you noticing: social media, smoking, overeating, chronic procrastination. Each of these behaviors is a chain you chose to wear, often without realizing it. The power of Stoicism lies in bringing this reality to light. The simple act of recognizing the prison already diminishes half of its power. When you name your addiction, it loses the cloak of invisibility that protects it. Here is a powerful mental trigger: awareness creates freedom. By seeing the chain that binds you, you already begin the process of breaking it. Marcus Aurelius reminded us not to deceive ourselves: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Recognizing your prison is the first act of true courage. Second advice: understand the root of desire. Addictions do not arise from nothing. They are symptoms of unmet needs, poorly managed emotions, or escapes from uncomfortable realities. Stoicism teaches us to look at the cause, not just the effect. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you interpret it that disturbs you." Ask yourself, why am I seeking this temporary pleasure? What emptiness am I trying to fill? Often, the answer lies in fear, anxiety, or loneliness. This insight is more powerful than any external discipline because it reveals that the enemy is not the habit, but the inattentive mind that feeds it. By identifying the root of desire, you turn the addiction into information. It stops being an unbeatable enemy and becomes a signal, a warning that tells you where you need to grow. This is the secret of the Stoics, using discomfort as a guide toward virtue. When the urge arises, don't run from it, observe, understand, and redirect. Every impulse is an opportunity to strengthen your will. Third advice: replace ephemeral pleasure with purpose. One of the most dangerous traps of addiction is the illusion of immediate pleasure. Seneca warned, "A man is rich in proportion to what he can do without." Momentary pleasure deceives us, but true power lies in cultivating lasting pleasures, connected to purpose, health, and personal growth. If you want to break an addiction, don't just fight it, replace it. Swap a cigarette for a run, procrastination for focused study, empty food for a nutritious meal that strengthens body and mind. This is the Stoic principle of conscious substitution, turning impulses into actions that strengthen character. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, looking back. Every habit you cultivated will be the bridge to your future self. If you feed ephemeral pleasures, you build an ephemeral life. If you feed virtues, you build an inner fortress. This is the moment to decide, continue in illusion or invest in something that truly matters. Fourth advice, practice discipline as an art. Discipline is the muscle of freedom. The more you exercise it, the more capable you become of resisting addictions. Marcus Aurelius trained his mind daily, revisiting his principles, meditating on death, and on what truly matters. He understood that freedom does not come from the outside, but from internal control. Start small. A daily victory over a seemingly trivial impulse strengthens your mind for greater challenges. Every time you say no to something that does not serve you, you are not losing pleasure, you are gaining power. Discipline is not punishment, it is an investment in your future self. Here is another mental trigger, incremental progress. Do not try to break all habits at once. Choose one, master it, then move on to the next. Consistency creates exponential results. Today's victory over an addiction is proof that you are greater than any impulse trying to control you. Fifth advice, visualize freedom and feel the weight of addiction. Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. The human mind is guided by images. Visualize yourself free from the addiction. Feel the relief, mental clarity, and energy that was once drained. Allow yourself to emotionally experience life unchained. Then, contrast this image with the reality of remaining trapped, repeated frustration, silent shame, wasted energy. The emotional shock is not cruelty, it is motivation. Stoicism teaches us to face pain and turn fear into action. When you feel the difference between what is possible and what you are living, the decision to change becomes inevitable. This active visualization creates the most powerful mental trigger, the desire for freedom surpasses any fleeting pleasure. Every time temptation arises, bring to mind this image of who you can become. It will be your beacon when the darkness of addiction tries to pull you down. Conclusion: the Stoic path to freedom. Breaking an addiction is not just a physical or psychological battle, it is an act of moral courage. It is the affirmation that you are greater than any impulse, that your destiny is in your hands and not in the grip of habit. Stoicism teaches us that freedom is not the absence of desires, but the conscious choice over them. Today, you know 5 steps to transform your life: recognize your prison, understand the root of desire, replace fleeting pleasures with purpose, practice discipline as an art, and visualize freedom intensely. Each step is a brick in the construction of your inner fortress, each victory proof that you can live unchained. Remember, there is no change without action, no freedom without courage. Start now, with awareness, attention, and purpose. The battle is daily, but victory is eternal. You are not just eliminating addictions, you are shaping an unbreakable character. The world may offer endless distractions, but no one can take the strength away from someone who chooses to live guided by reason and virtue.